aspire to be a billionaire. Okay.
I wanna be a billionaire, billionaire, yeah, yeah.
I suck at dancing, by the way. Hello everyone, hey people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess Bisela and I'm so excited to have you here with me today. I know I uploaded my first video last week and I'm so excited because I got a lot of feedback from you guys. I mean, I think we're on 30 subscribers now and that really warmed my heart, and I just thought, okay, the next thing to do is just to introduce you guys formally to my channel. So earlier this week, I asked you guys to drop questions for me that I was making a get to know me video. I mean, the first time I tried to film this video, things didn't work out, and you guys already know about the story because I shared it on my Insta story and my Instagram. So if you actually not follow me on Instagram, you should, because you get to know more about my, daily shenanigans. Yeah, so I actually filmed this look that I'm wearing right now, so I'm sure the video is going to be coming right after this one, so you can stay tuned for that if you like to see how I achieve this look. First of all, before I go into the questions that you guys have for me, I would introduce myself briefly. My name is Jess Bisela. I'm Nigerian. I'm currently a fifth-year medical student studying in Arkhangelsk, Russia. One of the reasons why I decided to join YouTube is because I really love to share. I really love to teach people. I really love to educate. I love to have fun. I love to meet new people. Like, if you know me, you know, like, I like talking, I like communicating. So that's my thing. And, YouTube is actually one of the platforms that gives me the opportunity to do all of these things, and that was one of the reasons why I decided to come to YouTube, right? So let's get right into the questions. So, I'm going to be leaving the names anonymous because I don't want to pry into anyone's privacy, and I'll just be asking the question and I'll be answering them in no particular order. So someone asked me, how old am I? I'm 22 years old. I turned 22 last year, October 3rd. So yes, you can start keeping your gifts ready for next year. Okay, yes, so I'm 22. Someone asked me, when did you start makeup? Okay, a little bit of history. I started makeup officially in 2016 after I went to a makeup school. I realized that there was a gap to be filled here in Russia for women of color. I didn't have access to beauty products and beauty services, and it was just really frustrating. So I just decided to use my struggles and create a solution for people, and that was how my makeup journey started. So yeah, I started makeup officially in 2016, but I've been doing makeup since like 2012. Since I turned 13, I've really loved makeup. So yeah, that's like the little gist about that. So someone asked me, what drives me? Okay, I find this a very interesting question because I like to call myself a resilient person, and I mean, stuff happens so many times. I'm not always up on my feet. Sometimes I give up, sometimes I'm discouraged. But I think what really holds me, or what makes me a resilient person, is my why. I always like to remember my why for doing things. This was something that I learned through Ami at Everything I think I should follow on Instagram. You will learn a lot. And I learned this, that when you know your why for doing things, irrespective of the things that happen, you will always be able to keep your head strong and face whatever it is. So for example, let's say you're in business to make money. When you think about the fact that, oh, I need to make this particular money, or I need to meet this target at the end of the month, you're definitely going to get yourself going. So for me, I always have my why concerning anything that I'm doing. I mean, even me on Instagram, I have my why I'm on Instagram. So irrespective of things that happen, that's just knowing that is going to help me to keep my head straight, and to get going in spite of the difficulties. So I think that's what drives me, knowing my why. Someone said, I trust you're a sweetheart in reality. You guys, someone asked me the same question yesterday. I think that I am. I think I'm very friendly to an extent. I call myself an open book. I really love to meet with people, and it's just natural for me to, communicate with people, to love people. I mean, there is a balance to this. It doesn't mean that I don't get upset by people. It doesn't mean that sometimes I don't have a nasty attitude to people, but I think generally I'm actually a sweethearted person. Anyways, thank you for that question. Someone asked me, do you love me? Of course, baby girl. I know the person that asked this question. I love you, like love, like this. You're like this. You're here at the effects of my heart. I love you so much. Someone asked me, when will I marry? When somebody's son proposes to me, that is when I will marry. See, medical school is already taking a toll on me, so coming up with that decision is just something that I will just leave it to the Lord to guide me, and that I'll be in His will at all times. So yes, that's the answer to that question. Someone asked me my view on body shaming. Body shaming is a no-no for me. I don't see any reason why you should body shame people. Under no circumstance should you body shame people. It's a negative thing to do. But here is what I know on how to deal with body shame, and how to deal with people body shaming you. Me, for example, I used to be very insecure about my small stature. You know, I actually grew up a very confident child, confident in my body and all of that. But I mean, I later got to realize that confidence in your body is not really the thing. It is actually confidence that helps you in times like this. Why? Because when I know who I am in Christ, when I know my worth, when I know my value, irrespective of what someone thinks about my body, I'll still keep going. But the important thing for me is to actually be healthy. So that's what I'm going to say. Sometimes people might tell you some things about your body, not exactly to shame you, because we live in a society right now where it's a thing of myself. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. What really matters is your health. What really matters is the fact that you're actually healthy. So yeah, that's my view on body shaming. Someone said, you're so pretty. What's the secret to your beauty? Thank you, baby girl. God. I mean, I know it sounds so cliche, but I mean, the grace of God is the secret to this beauty. And of course, having a skincare routine. Go and check my Instagram post on that. By the way, someone actually asked me to share my skincare routine, so that brings me to this question. So my skincare routine is basic. In the mornings, I wash my face, I tone my face, I apply a moisturizing serum. I'm currently using the hyaluronic acid from The Ordinary, and then I apply my sunscreen. So that's basically it for me in the mornings. And in the evenings, I wash my face again, I tone with an exfoliating toner, I apply my vitamin C serum, I apply my coffee serum under my eyes, I also apply my moisturizing serum again, and then I apply a moisturizer. So that's what I do in the night. But sometimes during the week, what I do is I exfoliate my face at least twice a week. And what I started doing is wearing a mask. That thing is like bomb. Okay, wearing a mask is so good. So yeah, those are the things that I do to keep my skin going. I mean, it's not perfect yet, but I'm seeing the progress, and I'm so happy that, you know, my skin is getting better. So yeah, that's my skincare. Someone asked me, what do you aspire to be? I think this question is very contextual, and I might sound very cliche, but to be honest, off the top of my head, I really just aspire to be all that God will want me to be. I mean, I don't want to get to heaven and realize that there were so many gifts that I did not use, or I didn't use my potentials to its fullest. But when it comes to maybe career, I'm a makeup artist. I'm currently in med school. I hope to be a medical esthetician in some years' time. So I really aspire to be in the beauty space and to help people to, you know, enhance their beauty and to maintain their beauty. So that's one thing I really aspire to be. I also aspire to be a billionaire. Okay.
Be a billionaire, yeah.
I suck at dancing, by the way. And my voice, who asked me? But yes, I mean, aspire to be the best version of myself, to be honest, 100%. As cliche as that sounds, that is just the truth. Okay, someone asked me, do you have a boyfriend? If no, can I be your boyfriend? No, I don't have a boyfriend, but also no, I'm not searching. But you can give it a try. Slide into my DM, okay? You can take it up from there. But no, I don't have a boyfriend. Okay, someone said, I don't have any question. I just want to say you're so beautiful. Oh, someone is shy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Someone asked me, what's the most interesting thing that has happened to you while modeling? Wow. Okay. I'm laughing because first of all, it's actually been a while that I've modeled. I stopped modeling due to some things. I think this is actually something I'll probably discuss in another video. It doesn't mean like I've quit modeling. It just means that at the moment I'm not doing it actively. But I think one of the most interesting things for me is actually going to places and people just be like, oh, I know you. I mean, and they know me through like my modeling works. I think it's just so interesting for me. I mean, call it giving me some influence, call it influence, but I think it just really excites me when these things happen. Someone said, you're looking good, sis. Are you still studying in Russia? Thank you. And yes, I'm still studying in Russia. I still have a couple of years to spend here in Russia. So yes, I'm still in Russia. Someone asked, do I have someone that can be a significant other? Oh well, like I said earlier, I am single. Okay, you guys, I'm single. So no, I am very single at the moment. Someone asked me I should talk about an occasion in my high school that I can never forget. Oh wow, okay, I think I have one. This one happened in my GS1. I think a few days into entering secondary school. By the way, I attended Faith Academy, Kilaland Ota in Nigeria. Shout out to my FACL alumni if you're watching this. We rock, okay? So yeah, I remember in my GS1, when I entered school, when anyone asks me what's my name, I'll always say my name is Joyce, because I just felt like Joyce was a Tush name and Busola was more like a Yoruba thing, so it wasn't so interesting. It wasn't so posh, so I always said my name is Joyce. Fast forward like 2 days later, my elder brother was also in my secondary school at that time. He was in his final year, and then he had sent a senior to come and deliver something to me in the hostel. And then this senior comes saying, who is Drojaye Busola? And I'm like, like all my reps, all my poshness was literally gone. So that is how everyone started calling me Busola Durujaye. And that is just one very funny experience that I cannot forget in secondary school. But now I've grown to love my name. Joyce Busola has become a brand for me, and I'm so loving it, okay? So yes, that's one interesting story that happened that I can't forget, that happened to me in secondary school. Someone asked me, did you always want to study medicine, or was the decision an influence of your parents? Wow, very interesting questions. So a little background, I actually come from a medical family. I have a lot of medical professionals in my family. So due to environment, due to proximity, it was just a thing for me to desire medicine. I just genuinely, loved the whole medical thing. But fast forward, getting to GS3, after we wrote our final exams, we had to choose if we wanted to go to the sciences, arts, commercials, or technical class. And I remember that it was a struggle for me, because I realized that based on my strengths, I was better in social sciences and subjects like social studies, civic education, things like that, not health sciences and things like that. So I really had a struggle. But because obviously being a doctor was just the only thing in my mind, it was just like a dream that I had not growing up, because that was just all that I knew. Fast forward to SS2, I was already in science class. I really wasn't enjoying it. It was a struggle for me in secondary school. I mean, I always complained about it, but I didn't exactly take any actions about it. There was a time I remember in secondary school I was considering going to art class and all of that, because I just felt like these sciences was not just for me. I mean, as God will have it, I'm in medical school right now. I'm in my 5th year. Wow, that's the story for another day. But like, it wasn't majorly because of my parents. They had some sort of influence, but it was not directly. It was not, Busola, if you don't study medicine, you're not studying anything else. No, that was not it. It was just a thing of the power of influence. It influenced my decision. And yeah, I mean, coming to med school, I realized that I had a lot of other passions, and there are a lot of other careers that I would love to pursue and things like that. So yeah, we're just going on that journey and trusting God to help me throughout my life. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So someone asked me, what do you look out for in a guy? I feel like my answer might sound as cliche as possible, but for me, I'm a sapiosexual. So what really connects me with a guy is communication. First of all, he has to love the Lord before we even start thinking of every other thing. But basically, if he loves the Lord, that is like number one attraction for me. And as a sapiosexual, I just love to have conversations. So once we connect, mind to mind, then every other thing can follow. But basically, those are like the two major things for me: someone that loves the Lord and that I can connect with. So yeah, that's actually what I look out for. Then I can start looking for other things. At the moment, I don't have like specs. I'm still growing, so I'm sure when that time comes, I'll definitely let you guys in on it. But for now, I don't have any major specs I'm looking for. So someone asked me, how many languages do you speak? Currently, I speak 3 languages, which is English, Yoruba, and Russian. And I'm currently learning German. So I think in a couple of months' time, I'll be speaking 4 languages. But at the moment, I speak 3 languages fluently. The last question is, what should we expect on your YouTube channel? So guys, like I stated earlier, that I love to share, I love to teach. As a beauty person, you expect a lot of beauty things from me. As someone that's really interested in personal development, you see a lot of personal development on my channel. You see posts about my faith. I think I should actually name this channel Everything JB, because that's what you'll be seeing on here, Everything JB. So guys, that brings me to the end of this video. Ooh, I'm so happy that this worked out, you guys. I'm sure I talked about this in earlier on, about how filming this video was just a struggle, and I'm so happy that this particular one finally filmed. Glory to God. So yes, that'll be all for today. Definitely look out for my video on this look that I'm wearing, so stay tuned. Like, share, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. Let's be family. You're welcome. If you like to see more of this, fine girl, okay. Yes, I'm actually very playful in person, and I think that's what you'll be seeing on this channel as well. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Stay blessed. Bye.